Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Mario Kart Boards cast. Today, we have KG versus EA in Group F. These are probably the two best teams that are in this division. But with a team as strong as KG, we're going to see if that stat really even matters. And here to tell us if it matters is my co-commentator, Yoshter.
Yeah, I think KG is the favorites in this match, obviously. Pretty big spread, if you'd ask me, but EA does have some pretty good players. They could obviously make an interesting run in this match, but it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an uphill battle today for EA. But they do have a lot of solid players. They have some good teamwork. And if they play really solidly, they should be able to at least make it close, if not surprise us with a win. So let's take a look at their lineups real quick.
So the KG lineup is a little bit weaker than it usually is. Obviously, Agar playing is not the same as Luke. I mean, it's still a strong lineup, obviously. It's just not as strong as it could be. I think EA is using probably their best lineup. At least they think so. So, I mean,
EA does have a really strong lineup today. KG, not their strongest lineup. I think Havo's out with an injury or something like that. And they lost Frozen in the last minute to the rules. So their lineup that they were expecting to go into this league with has changed a little bit since it started, but this is still a very strong lineup. You got Jake and Murrah, who are definitely the two strongest runners in this room today, and some of the two strongest players that are in the whole league. Like Murrah is probably, I think, the best Daisy player that there is in all of MKPS. So it's going to be exciting to see how he plays today, I think.
Obviously, you have Mike, someone that's been around. He's made some smart plays. He's made some dumb plays. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of Mike we get today. But honestly, I'd say he's just better like 90% of the time than being dumb or smart or whatever.
Oh yeah, he's a great player. If he's gonna buckle down, I think in the league. I think he's gonna do really well.
Yeah, but my point is, if you get the dumb Mike, it's gonna be a closer matchup. But if you get the smart Mike,
I think we're gonna see a smart Mike. We're gonna see a smart Mike. We're gonna see a good Mike today.
Yeah. So good Mike, bad Mike. Yeah.
Bagging, Ryu versus Tears. I have never seen Tears bag. I'm sure he has before.
Wait,
they wouldn't put him in. That's what Tears has told me. I got the inside information from the man himself. Tears is going to be bagging, and it's going to be against Ryu. Ryu is a really good bagger. I've played against him a few times bagging. Very good. KG's kind of their rock when it comes to bagging. He's been around there for a long time. They went 10-0 in the season that he played with them. And I think they have a lot of faith in him, and he's going to do really well today.
Yeah, I think Ryu has the bagging advantage here. Someone that's bagged for a while and really only bags when he plays. He's just really, really good, really consistent. He's a good communicator as well. So, I mean, yeah, I think the bagging advantage, obviously, in KG, like you said. But, you know, KG's lineup is still better, but I think there's a couple flaws in it. But we'll see how well they can.
I think they have the communication.
Anyway.
They have the communication to back up any weakness in their lineup. I think they still have the upper hand here.
Yeah.
All right, let's go into some predictions. Overall score, Yoshter, what are you thinking?
What do you mean by that? Like MVP or
no? Final score, the whole match, the whole shebang.
KG by 56, 58.
KG 58.
That is my spread, actually. So.
That's your spread. I shouldn't have let you. I always let you go first. I always have to take the hot take, right? I feel like I always got to go with the hot take.
Yeah, so you're going to pick like EA
I gotta go with EA. I'm going to go with EA
by 100.
By 12. EA by 12.
Okay. So
I think that
EA,
KG might outshock them, but I think EA.
That is a very bold prediction.
Lucid is a great player. Sal is I've seen Sal's driving. He's really improved these past few years. I think
that's a hot take, man.
If they can communicate well, and if they can just stay focused and take advantage of KG's weak points, I think they'll be able to surprise us. So I'll go EA 12. I'll go EA 12.
Okay.
Let's do it. Why not? EA 12. That's what I'm saying. MVPs, I go first for this one.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well because you're
MVPs. I get to go first. And I'm gonna go with Jake still. I'm gonna go Jake. I think Jake is he's their
really? You ain't going
leader.
like
Jake's their communication leader. He's their strongest runner on the team. He's a great player, great teammate. I played with him for a long time. And I think he's gonna do exactly what we expect him to do. I think he's gonna run this room.
How many points do you think he's gonna score? Because you got EA winning, you can't score that much, right?
All right, let me go. That's true. I can't go that high, can I? I'll go 109.
109. Okay.
109.
Yeah, I got Jack's MVP too. But I guess if there's going to be another MVP, it'd be Murabito. So that's just the two that I think realistically have the best chance. Yeah. I think if EA is going to win, they're going to have to spread around the points. But
yeah,
hot takes, man.
I mean, we got to go with the hot takes. I mean, if a hot take goes through, this is a great clip right here. I mean, come on. I mean, EA plus 12. I think I like that. I'm going to go EA plus 12. I have Jake at 109. And I'm gonna go one step further here. I'm gonna double down. I want everyone to hear this. I'm double dipping. Lucid, you hearing me? Lucid?
I'm here. I'm listening.
114.
Wait, you just said Jack's 109.
109? Okay. I'm at team MVP.
Yeah, well, you just said Jack's is gonna win MVP. What do you?
All right, team MVPs.
Oh, now okay.
Team MVPs. Okay. Yeah, let me finish. Team MVPs. Jake 109. Lucid 114.
Okay. EA has top 3 in the room.
EA top 3 in the room. What do you think that means for track picks?
BCW and block glitch.
BCW block glitch. It's risky. They're gonna unblock it. They're going to unblock it.
You know, KG's gonna pick BCW eventually. You might as well pick it now. When
that's true. Yeah. I mean, it's good to get out of the way. That's always a great strategy, is to get out of the way. You don't want BCW, a track that is like really strong for KG. You don't want it in a tough spot like late in the war. So getting it out of the way first race could be a good idea.
That's a good top 3 track regardless. But I think only Mura is going to do the glitch anyway, but still you want to block glitch and get out in front. And they pick Moonview instead. Okay. That's respectable. You know, top 3 is still a good pick. 4th can draft first. I'd say it's actually a little bit tougher to draft first. I don't know. It's kind of weird how it works on that track, but it's still definitely capable of doing it. But let's see what KG picks for their reset track. So
Sherberland is definitely a favorite for KG.
Yeah, it's a reset track. You have one Maple Treeway coming out for EA as well. All right, so KG gets the reset track. So top 3 doesn't matter as much on this track. Obviously, especially with the golden first set that one of the KG members could pull, and they could just get out the first right away with a substantial break. So let's see how many EA members also slow down first set. So
can see most of EA is just going forwards. Doesn't look like anyone stopped really hard at the first set. It's a pretty tight
so set. Obviously Mike's gonna get a golden. He's gonna be first.
And Agger going up really early.
So TG gonna be top 2. A little bit of a buffer there, but EA 3-4 looks like. Yeah, so this track's actually pretty good for front running if you can get a pretty big break, just like any track. Some really good backspin coming out from KG, especially if KG gets shocked and you see the baby Luigi also bagging battle. So
yeah, it looks like Tears just got rid of Bill, so Ryu's winning bagging by quite a bit. This is one of those tracks that a first set's really important on, because you can see top 2 is breaking away pretty easily, and they both were able to stream up early, so that's why they're getting the breakaway.
EA is going to need the shock, most likely, but it looks like they already think Ryu has it, because he doesn't really seem like he's using anything in the back anyway, so looks like Sal's just going to chain a star, which he does, and gets
a mega. It's the curse of the megas. Whenever we cast, someone gets a ton of megas.
It's a nice bomb snipe. That's a decent trade for EA anyway, just to get Sal in the second, but Jaker says no, and now it's nice. I think KG's now top 2.
Yeah,
Mike's
KG holding a lot of the top spots here.
Yeah, so this is good for KG. Just keep backing and keep slagging. I think KG's actually top 4 at the moment. So all they need is 3rd and 4th to really just slag, and they're going to get top 2 guaranteed, or really just one of their members to slag. So we may see a Mega being used here anyway, just because, yeah, they're probably going to flag anyway.
Got to catch up here. Blue's spamming. Looks like Ryu does have shock. He looks like he's trying to stay as far away as possible from the other bagger and the eraser so he doesn't get it started out of him.
Yeah, so it looks like they dodged a blue, actually, so maybe someone had a shroom first instead of... I think Mike actually got triple shrooms first set instead of a golden, so he was able to hold one, and then he was able to dodge the blue. KG, only top 2 now, so it's not as bad for EA as maybe it could be right now.
First is gone, but it looks like Pix can maybe make a play with these greens if he's lucky.
That's also true. We have Rookie and a star.
Rookie coming up in a star. That's going to be a second place for them.
Yeah, that's really good for Rookie. Excuse me, to hold that star and get second because they knew KG was going to do a late shock. So I think Rookie got second out of that actually, but I think Murabito still got third. So it's still a good race for KG.
Still a good race for KG, but EA was definitely able to salvage that considering they were bottom 4 going into.
Yeah, they were bottom 4 at one point on that track, which honestly it's not as bad, but like it's not good to be bottom 4 in any track.
No.
So
yeah, they did a good job of at least lessening the damage, even if just a bit.
Yeah. Oh, so KG actually gets 1-3-4. That's really good. It's not a top 3, but it's kind of close in a way. So. Still a really good race for KG, and they also get a good track if they get their track pick, considering they're 1-3-4.
Any 1-4 is really good, especially when there's a spot in between. So they have a lot of options here. Anything draftable. KG, I know, is a fan of TF, but we'll see what they do. Because I think Murray's in one of the top spots, and Daisy doesn't really fare too well on that track.
So Mushroom Gorge is a pretty good reset track. KG is going to go TF, as most of the normal clans do. Mushroom Gorge is a pretty underrated reset track though, because like really running in first does not matter on that track, especially when everyone takes the gap. And EA does actually get their track pick, so that's good for them. So +9 start for KG.
Mushroom Gorge is a pretty good pick. This is a bit of a reset track in a way. KG has a lot of top spots, and shrooms are really important here, obviously, because you can take the gap. So. See if he's able to
fifth place Fox, not too bad, but he gets a bomb. Could be decent actually. Make a play on first.
Might go for the play on first. Might just kind of throw it away so he doesn't hit his teammate. He's going for the play. Let's see if he's able to hit it. Yeah, nice throw by Sal. That was really nice.
But I think I would have chained that bomb on the mushrooms there, but like I said, it doesn't really matter if you make a nice play. Good pull there. That's why you always go to left path, because you get 2 chances of mushrooms. Left path, boys. Yeah. So
he's the first one to take gaps. So should have a little bit of a lead here with.
Yeah, this is really good for Sal because he's gonna have 2 shrooms. Obviously, he's gonna be able to take gap at least lap 2.
Super tight in the backing department. Let's see if both of them fall off. So no one's got shock yet.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually really good for EA too because at least they're able to delay the shock if Ryu does somehow manage to get it.
Tears is winning bagging battle by only a little bit though, so anything can happen here between those two.
I believe
Sal will be able to get a bit of a lead here. He's going to be able to take.
I want to say EA was second as well when we saw the mirror being flashed just a little bit a while ago. But Sal's going to have pretty nice first. You see Murad overtake second now anyway. But
getting cuts, it's going to be tight within top 2. But Sal has the advantage with this mushroom.
So it looks like both baggers still don't have it. I don't think there's going to be a shock.
Probably not going to be a shock. When there's not one by now, there's probably not going to be one. They're not going to get another set until the split path where the 3 mushrooms are.
Yeah, it looks like Sal's going to get first, barring a POW. If there's a POW, maybe they can get Murra in the air if he has a shroom.
A POW or a really badly timed blue over the gap.
Yeah, I think Murra definitely has a shroom because he didn't go left path. But it doesn't matter anyway because Sal's going to have first.
Nice run by Sal.
And a good job by Sal just, getting those shrooms in 5th.
Yeah, that's why it's a reset track. He was able to get up really quickly.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't really know the other spots because he was pretty far ahead. We only know Murabito got second. And yeah, it looks like a track where no one got shock because they were just battling and falling off. That tends to happen on Mushroom Gorge, actually. So.
I think most of the time for this war, I think we're going to see a shockless race more so benefit KG, but right there, EA was able to, you can see they were able to run blueless, shockless, and take the shortcut, and
that's a really good race for EA as they actually take the lead with that race and I'm not mistaken. So
roughly tied now, but yeah, it's definitely what they needed this early on. They got to keep it close. They can't fall into a deficit early.
So now EA has the draft spots in first place as well. So we're probably going to see a TF come out of them now. That AKG is going to probably pick their reset track. But yeah, it's important on that track, honestly, for everyone not to kind of run. It's not a Peach Gardens per se, but triple shrooms on that track is really, really good, especially if you don't have anyone really schlagging.
Yeah.
Mike got bombed, and I think KG still had like top 2 of the 4 spots after Cave, which honestly is not a very good sign, especially if, you know, the other team is holding a bunch of shrooms, taking the gap jump. And we kind of saw that there on that track. So
that's one of the tracks that triple shrooms, especially first set or second set, anything before the shortcut is super, super effective on. And especially when nothing goes wrong, like happened for EA there, that's what's going to happen 9 out of 10 times.
Really good track pick here coming out from EA. They get TF. It's kind of hard to break the top spot sometimes. You can get a lucky golden in 6 without losing too much speed. You might actually get up the first that way. But
this is a really good pick for EA.
Bill. So, yeah.
They're surrounding Mura, who's the Daisy. Daisy does not really fare too well on this track.
Somehow they don't get the draft.
As you can see, Mura's already kind of falling behind. Mura, by the way, as I said earlier, best Daisy, but on tracks like this, it's tough to hold a spot.
Yeah, so it's a good start for EA just to get the top 2. Maybe pay attention to 8 to see if if they have the bill or not. But
backing the top 2.
No, that's fine as long as you give a lot seconds. Notice. And it's really effective too, actually, because
it is.
You know, second doesn't have to burn their item, and then the person in third, being the other team, might not expect that.
Yeah, the person in third is not going to see first place back it, and they'll almost never expect first place to back when their team is second. So if it works, it works really well.
Especially since you could double back spam being too. It's really effective actually. But EA getting this top 2. Sal's driving pretty nice right now, pretty good.
Yeah, Sal's driving is really, really good right now. You've seen the past few races. Looks like no one has shock, and bottom 3, is falling pretty far behind. So
yeah, Rookie actually flops a little bit there. So
right now.
Packs a little bit more closer for second. It looks like the baggers are just kind of staying pat. I don't think really anyone has to shock. Now we see top 3 kind of gone from the rest of the pack. So it'd be interesting to see if we have a bill come.
I know EA has at least 2 of these spots, including Sal. So this could be another really good race for EA.
Second just got hit by something. So, well, I guess we'll see who that is later. That might be KG in second now, considering he did backspin, even though he did backspin lap 1 with his teammate in second. But I think KG would be second. Here's an interesting POW coming in, and that guy in second got target POW. We see a shock, and that's an EA shock. And now we see a blue on the line every time. I don't know.
Here comes Mura. Mura looks like he's going to pull off second, so it's at least second for KG.
Yeah, I don't think I saw anyone dodge that shock. That was definitely an EA shock, though, because the baby Luigi was spinning out on the mini-map. So I don't know what the shock was, and then I don't know if EA was actually second and Sal just crossed the line anyway. I mean,
yeah, unfortunately, Sal doesn't have battle glitch, so we couldn't see exactly who it was. But I
want to say KG was second though, but they got target powed in the dirt anyway because you saw them slow down. So EA still a really good race despite low quality dip. 134,
quick quality dip, but we got 134. Another really good race for EA.
So it looks like Maq out here with these hot takes.
Listen.
I see you, dude. I see you.
What I took the over on Sal, and I took EA covering. I mean, I don't know. That's all I'm saying. I don't know.
So really hot start for EA.
Yeah,
I think Sal is kind of the wild card factor in this. If he races really good, like racing now, EA definitely has a better chance of winning. We're seeing it now. He's just front running in first.
That race was really well played by EA for a few reasons. One of them, I mean, I wouldn't say they prevented the other team from getting shot because TF is just kind of a dice roll because it's just taking boxes in 9th. But they were able to just get up early. Those first few turns of TF are super important to get up early because they were able to just hold those top spots the entire race. And a quick shout out to Sal for not taking Shroomless any lap and still winning. You don't need it. I've been saying it for years. You don't need to learn it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone got Bill unless Bill was used random because usually Bill is really powerful on that track unless someone lost it. So that worked out for EA's favor as well. But anyways, we got a 1-3-4 track pick coming from EA. They're gonna pick some Moonview Highway here. And the first set is a big first set for this track, so let's see if anyone shrooms up or whatnot. They get the draft. That's
EA
nice.
shrooming up. Bananas up. 2 bananas and a bomb. He goes through all of them.
Wow. Think it's some Adderall out there. But EA top 3.
Up there too. So top 3 early on.
So EA top 3 right now. Really good on this track as well.
Super important.
Unfortunately, though, he doesn't get a box. And he's going to break this red. Okay, never mind. I thought he was going to. Yeah. But that's why you probably want a box in case stuff like that happens as well. But
still
EA
still top 2. Yeah, a solid top 2 for EA. They would have loved to have that 3rd place though to Schlag. That would have been great,
so
especially on a track.
He's just going to spam this
so
goal
powerful
now.
For running,
or not. He's going to save it. I guess he's a little bit afraid of the triple reds, just understandable. So but he's going to use it here anyway. It looks like Pix failed, and now Lucid failed a little.
Looks like these spots are turning right over, and KG's first now.
Yeah, and you don't want to fail or anything. Unless Jake just got like triple shrooms or something. But first place for KG now, EA second.
That shows the importance of shagging. If Sal was able to get a box there and do something a little bit after the boost panels, it would have been gone for top 2 for Lucid and Pix. But now they're looking at a 2 and maybe a 3.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it looks like a 1-3 for KG.
Yeah, 1-3.
The pack is really close though, so Shock's going to matter big, and this is going to be
EA Shock
dodging. So Tears once again getting the shock there. And I think Jake got actually ground greed or something, or shocked into a car.
Yeah, might have gotten shocked into something.
Out, though. But EA is going to be first for now.
Still a tight pack, but it's not going to matter too much in this part of the track with all the boost panels. There's only a little bit of area to shroom up on.
It's a good pull, actually. It's just not a blooper, so you can see these last.
I think someone from KG hit a car and got Lucid in it, so that's going to be a bottom 2 for those guys.
Looks like a trade, but EA got a really good race in the bomb car.
2 bomb cars for KG. I think that got Agger, it got Agger, and it got Murrah, and that's
that's kind of a new move, to be honest. Like falling for the bomb car in 2020.
I mean, it might have been. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It might have been backed, right? But
but
that's something you have to be looking out for.
You can't stay behind that bomb car lap 3 unless there was like something else. Unless someone sniped the bomb car last second.
Wow, top 3, 7 and 9.
Wow, EA Electronic
is showing up early
in the game, baby. It's in the game. What's going on? Yeah,
really, really nice GP for EA and Sal. Sal did a great job.
One of the things I noticed is that Tears is low-key getting some shocks out there.
Tears is doing a great job. A great job against a really good bagger. Yeah, Tears is doing a great job. I mean, he's only gotten 1 shot.
He only got. Well, to be fair, TF and Mushroom Gorge, no one got the shock, and that benefited EA actually.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that shock was huge because KG was better shots for the majority of the last 2 laps. So, but that pack was super close, so you can see how much the shock mattered there.
EA is doing everything right. They're taking control of the early parts of the race and getting the breakaways. They've used a really effective shot.
They flopped lap 1, but it didn't matter.
A little flop with not slagging him. Little flop, small flop, but they were able to recover from it. But the other few races, they were able to do that super, super well.
Yeah, but just a good shock and just taking advantage of it. So 34-point lead for EA. Can't get too comfortable though. It's only 34 points. You're playing a really good.
It's only 34. Yeah, exactly. 34-point lead against one of the top 3 teams in the league is not safe.
Even though I picked KG to win, this KG lineup is substantially. They have Agger in the lineup, so you might be seeing some of the effects here. But I didn't really see Mike at all.
I didn't see him that much either.
Besides get first, I think.
Yeah,
that was the only.
Sal's been doing a great job of staying up front. He's been doing against a team like this, especially, just really, really, really impressive.
So it looks like a reset track coming out here for. KG. I would assume
definitely the obvious pick for a situation like this.
So if I'm EA, I'm only telling first to run, and I'm telling everyone else to sit first set. Especially, I've seen triple shrooms just become more common in fourth for some reason. I think it is actually a little bit more common at the start, to be honest, because there's no pals, there's no bloopers. So
true.
It has to be...
I mean, it's a fresh, item.
Yeah.
I think it's only about 7.5 though when there's nothing going on, something like that. But
Murabito gets shrooms, and so does Agri. That's really good. We'll see if they have 2 shrooms going into next lap. But for now, it's a good start just to get into the top spots, even on this track, especially if you have triple shrooms. So, EA could really use the power right now just to make sure they don't have shrooms, because, I feel like Agri does have shrooms because he would have backed something there on that turn. It's an easy spot to back. So, it's a good chance Agri has at least 2 shrooms. Oh, never mind, he just started backing. Interesting. So, top 2 for KG. Heading into this. And
they should be able to hold it, but no, it's human third for Sal.
That's a really nice pull, obviously.
Yeah,
so
obviously.
He's able to get the
best pull he could have gotten there. And Ruki's coming up too, so now EA has most of the top spots.
Yeah, I would try to get a box here, but he doesn't go for a box. Interesting. But he's getting blued regardless. Gets blued in the flower patch. Ruki's going to take over first for now. It looks like Murr kind of got distracted by the blue a little bit. So, bagging battle. We have
that's still Ruki in first, I believe.
Yeah. So, is Ryu winning the bag? Okay, no, Ryu just lost Bill.
Yeah,
he just lost Bill. So, Tears is in last now. Ryu's just going for shock at ninth, I believe. And he hit the chain chomp again, so he probably got a Bill.
Tears just shroomed through the cut, so no one has shock yet going into lap 3. Yeah, and a nice snipe by Sal. Yeah. That's really clutch.
So, 1-3, picks coming up in a star. Probably would have seen shock if he would have done that, but still, regardless, a 1-3-4 for EA right now. And again, Ryu hitting the chain chomp, so that means Tears might
have to save them. So they're gonna have to make some sort of play up here.
Yeah, I think EA has shock, and now Jake
and a TC.
He might actually catch up to him. Oh, good back.
Nice play by Sal.
Yeah, he's getting
and
TC
triple shrooms solidifies fourth.
Maybe
Maybe a third.
We back.
We back?
I think we're back. All right.
All right.
So, top 2-4 from Peach Gardens last race. We're on PC. We see EA bottom 2. Or bottom 3 now. So, they're going to need shock. Sorry for technical difficulties and picks shrooms off. So, rips out. This could be a really good race for KG.
Yeah. You see, they at least have seconds, so there's got to be some top spots here for KG.
Could be a really good race here for KG. Get some side. We'll see if there's a last second shock being used.
Looks like Sal is.
Yeah, he's
not gonna have as much.
There is a last second shock. No one dodges that shock, but perhaps a lot of people got TS though. We'll see the damage. Yeah, good start or good race for KG. Get back on the board.
Yeah, they're gonna have to start making their move now if they want to catch up, because EA is having just strong race after strong race after strong race.
But regardless, we're back. But EA actually getting 1-3? What? EA got 1-3 out of that. Bruh. So KG wasn't even that good of a race. I think they won the race by 1, but that's it. So, kind of crazy. EA still won the race.
Yeah. And EA, almost a 50-point lead.
Yeah, kind of crazy. I mean,
looking
definitely
really strong
was
right
not
now.
Expected, I think, from the majority of the community. However, we see some DDRs coming out for EA. That's their track plan pick. But we got a CM pick from KG. Let's see if KG can get a huge race. They really a good race where it's like
a
9-point race or something like that. Just something to kind of stop the bleeding, I guess.
Now that we're in the back half of the war, this is when you really, really got to grind the races, especially when you're at a deficit this big. You really got to buckle down here. If they weren't trying as hard, KG, they're trying now. So
yeah, that is true. But not a bad pull. But this track is very RNG for bagging. It's one of those you're just sitting at the boxes thing. Ryu just lost build though, I believe, unless he just dropped the star. Which obviously he could have dropped the star, but I would think that he hit the car because he got the bill. Because I don't think anyone else got the bill first set. So 30 seconds have passed, and I think Tier's already went for a box.
Yeah. So usually when someone goes for a box, that means their teammate is holding the bill, or they know that someone on the other team has bill. And nice TC pass there.
I suppose. I don't know if that's going to be really worth it, but
I don't know. But
because KG's top 3 at the moment.
On a track like Coconut Mall, where it's another 50-50 track, and it's kind of tough to get shock.
Yeah, KG's top 3, so EA's going to need some blue shells or something like that.
And there's one right on the dot.
Yep, right on the dot. They are in 4, 5, 6, 7.
And it looks like it was dodged, so they're going to hold the top 3 still.
Wow, really?
Got Mike. I'm assuming that's Jake.
Now this is where Mike, Jake, and you got to understand the situation. Is it really worth the whole triple greens? Like, you really should be trying to get another item, blue shell, maybe even a mega if you get a lucky shock. Like, it's just not worth holding these greens. You got to keep touching every box.
A golden.
I mean, you could have got that last set, but I guess obviously. So he's gonna be able to go up to possibly
right into first. So now Sal's
he's second actually. But yeah.
So Sal's infiltrated the top 3. It's only looking like a 1-3-4 at best for KG. Yeah, it is. So
get the red testing Jake. He's testing him.
Jake's internet here, and he got
That's a new move. How you don't got an item first? That's a new move. Oh, but he's getting blue for it.
Line.
Oh,
it looks like EA still got first though.
Yeah,
and it's still
used a bill in a pack. Very interesting there. But wow.
I mean, this is really, really impressive right now. I mean, what we're seeing is really good.
Kind of a weird ending. Like weird ending. Did Jake let himself get ready because the blue was already in the air? Because blues take a long time to go.
I mean, I'm sure Jake wasn't scared of a red because he knew they were going to get blued, but that still gave EA a winning race.
I want to say that. Well, you could pull blues in fourth. I don't know if that was pulled in fourth by like Mike or something. I don't know. It was still a 1-4-7-8.
Yeah, so winning for KG by a bit, but not enough to catch this lead.
Yeah, they need bigger races to put themselves on pace to come back, I think so. But yeah, Super Sub Rookie out here making his appearance felt. And if you predicted Jake or MVP, it's not looking too good for you right now. That's all I'm saying. So, EA having 1-4. Those are the pivotal spots of track picks, but KG does have everything else 2, 3, 5, 6. So it'll be interesting to see what people go. What would you go with 1-4 out of curiosity?
1-4. I mean, RBC, get Goldens in the back.
Okay.
Draft up, hold the top 2. I think RBC would be a good pick for them, but it looks like Agger's picking it for KG, which is kind of interesting. Go with DDR, which is another good one. First and bottom spots is good for DDR as well.
So it looks like a reset track coming out for KG. But yeah, I think KG's down by 43 points, it looks like. So about an average of 9 points per race for them to be on pace to win, right? So gonna need some decent races. They still don't need like top 4s or top 3s, top 3s or anything like that. But
yeah,
just need to start winning some races by a substantial amount. So Sal doing a good job drafting up the first and trailing right away. This track's not bad to be on first on. It's like you should expect people to pass you, but
you definitely want to have at least one guy up in the front at all times.
Still going to be first probably after this, actually. So.
Definitely. See if any of his teammates taking cut, and it is. It's picks in seconds, so a top 2 for EA going into lap 2, it looks like.
Yeah, so... yeah, this is interesting. Pack is a little bit separated, but with at least 8th. 8th is pretty far behind. So you would hope EA would be probably 8th, just to soak up the 8th place boxes, make it harder for KG to get better boxes. We see if they're already in play, so someone didn't pull the right item there.
Sal probably gonna hold this first up until after double again, unless someone's taking it in a really high spot.
Ooh, that's
a POW to own 2 people in the cut.
I think that was the EA POW. Agger was in a star though, so it didn't really affect him bad.
Agger's fine, but Murray got a little bit owned by it, but is still holding third. So at least 2-3 for KG. Sal's still holding this first.
Sal's looking really impressive so far though. Continuing being in the top spots.
Oh yeah.
Continuing being in first. Let's see if he gets Agger with this green shell around these 2 turns here. Probably gonna back 1. The blooper could be a little bit sketchy for him, but it doesn't matter.
He's got no fear backing, so it could be a 2-3-4 right now for KG, if not just their 2-3.
Yeah.
See if someone has shock, it's going to be used pretty soon up here.
Yeah, we see.
And Agger taking Doc, so at least not coming yet.
We see some people stopping at the set here, but
Ryu is going for a star drop. It looks like. I think Ryu's going for a star drop.
Yeah,
it could be an EA shock late.
EA has the shock then. Wow. So.
Yep, and it's an EA shock.
Someone dodges in the bill.
Someone coming up in bill, so this might be a top 2 for EA.
Wow. EA again. Electronic Arts, dude. Like,
Electronic Arts with another winning race.
Holy.
This is really, really. I said it 3 or 4 times already, but this is super, super impressive.
Wow. I mean, Sal's just cracked out of his mind.
Sal's been playing really, really, really well.
He's just playing clean. Like, he's not making any mistakes.
No.
And it's just, it's paying off.
He's not letting 125 viewers get to him.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing super strong pulls here and there, but he's playing really good.
All right.
Yeah, getting a top 2-4. Like,
yeah.
Wow, man.
This has been an awesome match so far. Going into GP3, we're having, as we've had the past few weeks, our post-GP2 analysis. Usually we have Chili. Chili was not able to be with us today, so we have someone new. We have Avail's starting bagger, Klein, to give us the first GP2.
That's my title,
Klein,
is it?
Klein, you've been watching Jake's POV up until race 7. They've been shooting with call.
They haven't.
They're down by quite a bit. What is the mood there?
Well, you might not be surprised to hear that my abiding memory, before we unfortunately lost Jake's point of view, I think he had to close his stream. My abiding memory is one of tilt, which really started from race 1. I'm not sure how much of you guys were able to see from that first Sherberland race, but coming into the last turn, I think it was Mike and Jake were in top 2. Mara was holding a star in a mid spot, and Ryu was holding the shock. And there was a total miscommunication. An EA member dodged the shot. The shot wasn't called, but it was used. An EA member was in a star who ended up getting, I think, second. Mara lost his star, and it was really a bit of a choke. It should have been top 3, and I think it was still a good race, but not as good as it should have been. And it really didn't pick up from there, unfortunately. I will say that KG do seem like they're being tested in terms of item luck, particularly on that Gardens race. Jake pulled, I think it was 3 TCs in 4 boxes. He started in a mid spot, and his first 2 items were TCs, and then I think he pulled a golden, and then the very first set of lap 2 he pulled another TC. Certainly from, I think, probably about race 3 or so, the tilt really has set in for KG. But I will say that I think, from watching Jake's point of view, I think he's been playing very well, and I know his points don't reflect that. He is getting very unlucky, desperately unlucky, really. Not only on that Gardens race, but his first box on KC was a TC in 3rd, so he's really being tested. But despite that, he is keeping a level head. I'll be honest, I've been quite impressed, really, with how he's stayed calm and collected, and I think it's the sort of attitude that I was expecting of a top player such as Jake. And particularly, I'd like to point out something which was really nice to hear for me was on the Moonview race, which was when the sort of the tilt really started to set in for KG. They had a lot of complaints about lag and item luck and so on. But on that Moonview Highway race, the goal was to get Sal out of 1st. He was starting in 1st, and they needed to make sure that they got him out so that he couldn't run the whole race, as he had on, I think it was TF the race before. And a KG member made a good play to get Sal out of first, and despite the tilt that was going on in the call, Jake took the time to actually compliment the play, and I think that was really impressive to see. Sort of in the face of a potentially bad GP1, Jake has really kept his calm, and I think he is kind of holding the team together at the moment, or at least that was the impression that I was getting in that first sort of GP.
All right, down 50.
So
for KG.
It looks like it looks like we got a sub.
Yeah,
Acme
I was gonna say
for Agar.
Down 50. A team like KG still super strong. How is subbing out Agar for Acme? Is that going to affect anything, or do you think EA still has the upper hand here? What's the plan here what's KG's idea?
Honestly, I think the deciding factor is going to be whether or not KG can keep a level head, reset, and get a strong GP. We all know that they're capable of getting a +50, +60 GP against EA. I think none of us doubt that. So I think if they are able to switch off and switch back on between these GPs, they could be in with a chance. I think subbing out Agar is a good play. I don't want to kind of slander anyone, but I did notice that in the call, Agar isn't really much of a presence. Often his teammates are having to call things out on his behalf. So I think it's a good move to sub him out. Maybe bring some fresh meat into the lineup.
Yep.
That could do them some good. Switch something up, so to speak.
All right.
But yeah, I think it will be interesting. I think we are in for potentially a close finish, and if not a close finish, a big upset.
Yep. Klein, bring you back for the post game. That was really interesting. Thank you. Thanks for coming in.
You're very welcome. See you guys later.
All right, and we're going into race 9 now.
So he made some pretty good points, actually. Even though KG's a really good team, we have seen the team tilt before. So it was interesting to see and talk about that and give Jake some compliments as well, because Jake is pretty level-headed, like he says.
Yeah, Jake has always been like that.
But regardless,
I have a lot of respect for Jake. Playing a long time.
It's a pretty big deficit, being honest. But KG's very capable of doing this comeback, but it's a good start for EA getting this top 2 break. I'm hoping that someone EA is actually shortcut right now, but I'm not sure if we did see anyone. But Pix having a red is really nice in that spot as well.
Early on, a lot of top spots for EA, and Tears is winning bagging by quite a bit early, so already looking not too good.
Yeah, I don't think really anyone took the Ultra lap one, which is kind of surprising from KG, especially since a lot of people know how to do it on their team. But regardless, good start. We'll probably expect Sal to block the cut again if it's not blocked.
Definitely. With an EA top 2, at least a top 2. Even if it's like a 1-4, you're blocking cut. You're blocking cut in almost every scenario here.
But once again, this has kind of been the common story. We've seen Sal in first place a ton so far in this war. We see top 2 still again for EA. Looks like someone's going to unblock the cut here. Yep, there it is. Someone's going to take it immediately, and it is
KG. So KG does get up there.
Yeah, so...
I wouldn't be doing my duty if I didn't say that apparently, some people already know it in chat, so I'm sure everyone already knows, but there's a potential troll penalty for KG, so we'll hopefully have some updates on that soon. But it might
so like KG has a troll penalty to help them out.
It is rumored to be a -20.
Okay, so. okay, that's okay. Anyways, look at this top 4 break we got here.
Yeah, this is looking like a worldwide here.
This is a 2-3 for EA at the moment. So Mike's probably gonna just block the shortcut. Yep, there it is.
That's what you gotta do. Tears definitely has shock. We saw him while Sal was rounding that turn earlier. We saw him on the rail. So Tears definitely is just protecting shock right now.
Yeah, and like I don't think this is bad for EA if they're 2-3. If they can just hold 2-3, they can just keep stalling. Unless
there he is again up on the rail. We might see a shock raid. Yeah, that's what we're gonna see. But I think
it's gonna break. Yeah.
Either way, they get him after box, but he's not able to pull a red. So maybe a snipe.
Let's see. I want to see who 4th is. Who is 4th though? Like, that's probably the biggest question right now. There you go. There's the
answer. But it's still a 2-3-4
for EA. Another nice race, and I'm very surprised that KG didn't do Ultra. I guess a good move if one of EA members was sitting on the Ultra shortcut, preventing them from doing it. Because we didn't see anyone do the Ultra shortcut to take first at all.
You'd expect Murabeater to do that pretty much 3 for 3, and we didn't see that once.
Especially since there wasn't even a target shock.
No.
And I'm curious to see who was 5th, because I think at that point, you might just want to leave cut open. I know it's like a risky strategy, But like at that point, you need big races. You don't want to settle for 1-5 like they did. If Acme had shrooms and no one else in EA had shrooms and they were scared to take the cut, possibly KG could have got top 2. But obviously, it's a little bit unorthodox at the time. So, but regardless, a good race for EA. They're able to keep falling. Obviously, the troll penalty could be huge if it's 10, 15, 20. But obviously, we don't know the details on that yet.
If we do hear something, we'll of course let you guys know. But what South should have done there is kind of angle, kind of wheelie turn while throwing that red to get it so it doesn't hit the turn for that shock rate. Other than that, though, it's another really well played race by EA. Using a super late shock when you already have top spots, you don't want any huge races, especially this late with the troll penalty. They have to play it safe and just take any points they can and just try to finish this off strong.
So now we have another rumor that Ryu also trolled Rookie on Koopa Kate. So now we just got rumors flying. It's the rumor mill right now.
Yeah, it's a rumor.
So we'll just cover the races for now. As
we'll get to that. We'll get to that in the post. So make sure you guys stick around for that.
Yeah, that's more for the post game.
Stick around for the post game live on Mario Kart Board's Twitch channel.
Okay. But a 61-point lead. It's looking. I mean, EA is in the driver's seat.
Yep. They have been controlling this war since race 1 against such a strong team like KG. But these are not weak players by any means from EA. So this, though it might have been surprising just based on the team names, not surprising based on the player names.
Yeah. We've seen some improvements. I don't remember Sal being good, honestly. So he's really made some strides over the years, it looks like. But obviously, good 4th place box chain there. Ooh, that's unfortunate. He gets trailed by his own teammate. Nothing much he could have done there, though. And an early blue for EA. It's in the game. So
I haven't seen too many blues thrown at EA. I mean, I'm not saying that is not a. So that doesn't really matter too much.
I mean, we've seen Salad first, and we haven't seen too many blues. Obviously, we had the blue, but that was really the only one I could really think of. But ooh, this could be big. This could be big. This could be big.
You got 2 KG on the bottom. Maybe 1. Acme might have gotten out of it.
Acme was like, Taco. We lagging out of that. So, looks like EA still mixed spots. I think we have KG like 2, 4, 5, so the pack's kind of separated in terms of spots. TC, not a bad pull here, actually. If
you might be able to slag, especially with your teammates in top spots.
Yeah, it's kind of.
He's able to get it off, and someone hits the wall. I think it's Jake, but double megas for KG.
And so KG's gonna dodge this, and they're gonna get a quick top 2 off of this.
Yeah, that's definitely the play there when you're forced into your dodge like that, especially at the shortcut part of this track. That's the right play. You don't want to hold that any longer.
Who's 10th though? I guess Ryu's 10th.
I think we have Ryu still in 10th, so it might be a second shot. Top spot.
Second shot possibility. So this could be really good for KG, but it looks like second kind of lost some ground there.
Yeah, with the exception of 1st and 8th, this is a super tight pack for RBC.
Second definitely lost some ground due to something. So it'll be interesting to see if they keep it. This is a great. This is a high octane power pull here in 7th place. You're gonna get most of the room here. Wait,
and
hold on, wasn't Mike one of the ones that dodged? So
I think it was Acme and it was Jake who dodged.
Oh, okay,
I don't think it was Mike.
I think if you're EA, you should target PAL second.
And
that's a little bit
really gets anyone. Looks like he got 2 people in midair for the super.
Yeah, you got to target PAL. PAL second.
Not a great PAL call there. I think they might have been going for more for protection of their spots than owning the KG spots. But
but we do see KG bottom 2. So, but if Ryu has the second shock here, they can shock themselves in the boxes to maybe at least get 6 out of it.
Maybe salvage a 6-7.
Sal's predicting it.
I mean,
and so Sal's gonna get last.
Yeah, Sal's gonna get last here, but I think it's still at least a neutral race here for EA.
Yeah, but EA at least got 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
so it's not bad. I think at this point you're taking 3, 4, 5s, but
absolutely you're taking 3, 4, 5s this late in the war when you have. I mean, on paper it's like a 60-point lead, 55-point lead, but with the troll penalty, it could be even more. At 3, 4, 5, you're gonna take any day.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that Bomb had a couple KG members lag through it, but obviously he was really close to the first, so kind of could have expected that. Acme was like literally right behind his butt. So I guess I kind of assumed that he was going to lag out of that. But I mean, KG won the race, but it's not by as much as they want to. I should say. So
I think this might be it for KG. It's not it. They can get 2 top 5s and come back, but with the penalty, maybe not. So
yeah, so they're down 27 per race, so they need to win each race by 27. Yeah, it's kind of tough. And then you got the trolling penalty.
Yeah, there's a lot stacking up here that is putting them back.
I kind of feel like they're gonna need some 30-point races, 30+ point races here. So we'll see if they all run the last 2 races.
I mean, KG is still a super strong team, and I'm not sure they're super worried about their placement in the upper bracket because they probably are going to make it regardless, whether they're in a high seed or a middle seed. So I don't think they're too worried about different point differential. So they might just kind of race this out and just
if they get the second seed, man, that's going to mess up the bracket a little bit. We're going to see EA top seed, bro.
EA, I mean, if they're able to hold on, this could be an EA top seed in Group F, which would be really cool to see.
That's kind of wild to think about, but anyways, GV coming in, and this could be a good track to break away on. Top 4, especially if you get Shock, it'd be really huge for KG.
Mm-hmm. Nice triple shroom pull. This is another one of those tracks like we saw in Gorge.
I'm gonna assume Jaker also has triple shrooms as well.
Probably, at least
probably gonna just take cut.
Yeah, but another track with triple shrooms super important early on. Yeah,
so Murray's gonna take the rock first. Jaker makes it, but I think he had a
golden around, so he probably has a golden. Yeah.
So he also kind of flopped it a bit, and there's an early blue.
Early blue again.
Dodge, yeah, he's gonna dodge.
So 1 shroom in first.
He has 1 shroom. I didn't know how he got that trap, but regardless, this is interesting for KG's situation here. If you have the Shock already, do you target Shock Sal and dodge Murabito lap 2 and hope you get a second Shock? Because you need like a top 4. You see an early mega usage here.
Murabito not even going around. Someone's in a mega Sal cut, and he misses it barely.
Yeah, that's like one of the first. And that PAL actually not take the shortcut. So I wonder if that was an EA PAL and got Sal there. If that was really well executed. But a 2-3 for EA. He's gonna.
Right over the green.
He just got a bounce and hopped right over it.
And pulls the shroom in second. Murray is going all out with this backspin right now.
Is this man hacking green shells in first or something? What's going on?
Tough to say who has it. It looks like Ryu
just fell off, I think.
Yeah, so either Shockless or
might have it. If Tears has it, this is a wrap. Close it up.
This could be it here for KG.
No Shock. Oh, he missed the stand. Oh, he missed
blue
the stand.
Coming.
He's gonna get blue.
He's gonna get Mura.
Wait, hold on.
Like he got no one. And it's like a top 2.
I wonder if that blue actually split though, for real, because that was really.
I don't know.
The blue might have split.
It had to split.
And then no one got blued, or unless Murabito just got a shroom.
Either that, or sometimes it just kind of falls into the lava. I mean,
wow, that was almost big brain missing the standstill.
The big brain standstill misses.
Oh my god!
It's not something
like when everything's working in your favor. When you mess up, it's like, oh yeah, I did that on purpose. And maybe they called it out before. But
so good race for KG, still a bottom 2 though. It's not going to be enough. EA is going to be taking this one going into race 12. And I mean, listen, I don't want to say that I called it.
You called it by 12. You didn't call it by 50.
Did I not call it though? Did I not take the over?
You called it by 12.
Listen, I called it by 12, but it's way closer than anyone else.
Put money on it next time.
I'll put money on it next time. I will. Tune into MK Boards betting.
All right. So last race, all jokes aside, down 51. I guess at this point you're playing for plus or minus because there's really no chance you can win.
Yeah.
So
it's a 51-point difference.
So it looks
without
like
penalties.
If EA wins out, they're gonna win their group. They're gonna get a first seed. Big accomplishment. You know, I don't think a lot of people were expecting a lot of upsets too. Everyone's like, 5-0.
With this format of pool play, you're not going to see a lot of upsets, and matches like this are really interesting.
But we do see one in week 3 right here. So Yeah.
So yeah, we're looking at a huge EA win for
It's gonna
week
shake
3.
up this bracket, that's for sure.
Yeah, shaking up the brackets.
It's like Kentucky in basketball, getting like the 11th seed or something. But anyways,
So
I think at this point you're just playing for pride.
Strong. Yeah,
you're just playing for pride here. Some plus or minus. And EA, really, I mean, this is more important for EA's last race for plus or minus to see what kind of first seed they can get, assuming they do go 5-0 the rest of the way. Of course, but regardless, let's say EA also loses one, a 3-way tie for 4-1. That would be interesting. So
that'd be interesting too.
Plus or minus would.
Yeah, this is a really good division. There's a good amount of teams that are very, very competent. I know a lot of eyes were on. I think it's either Group C or D, whichever group has MW, Mal, MO, and Gun. Where that's the one that has a lot of top teams, but this one is kind of underrated. This is a really good division.
Lot of people think Durag's pretty good or whatever. So you have EA. They played Durag week 5. Yeah. So I guess is that a potential one where Durag might win, and then we might see like
Durag is also a really good team. Yeah, that Durag is very capable of winning against EA.
So
it makes this division so good.
So yeah, it's still an important last race just for the plus or minus in case we do get a 3-way tie. But
every point
looks like that's a KG shock.
KG shock and a bad pull foul.
Yeah,
not that it matters too much.
not looking good for EA, specifically this race. For
no, they got a bottom 2 break.
I was also looking at the schedule, so I don't know who's actually in top spots. But we see Murabito in 6.
See Murray in 6, and it's a bottom 2 for EA, so you got to expect KG has most of the top spots after Shawn.
Sal's going to accept the 8th place here. Let's take a look at KG's remaining last 2 weeks while we wait for results. KG plays Insane. Is that Insane 1?
It's Insane
or I know, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, it's Insane 2.
And then KG also plays EXE, I believe.
Sal, a bit of a victory dance at the end, and that'll do it. That'll do it for EA versus KG.
Yeah, let's see what this is looking like. So KG does finish the war off on a good note, I guess, getting a 1-3-4. But regardless, not going to be enough.
Not going to be enough.
Have post game here. See what went wrong for KG, what went right for EA.
And we're going to bring back Klein to help us out. Klein?
What is it you said I was? A bag slave? That's my title, isn't it? Hello, everyone.
Well.
Hello, bagger.
Well.
Stick to what you're good at. Anyways.
Okay. Anyway. So, what a war.
What a war.
I think hasn't really set in yet, but EA just beat KG by about 40 points. Mm-hmm. I know you guys were saying about Sal and how much he's come on as a player. I think I can provide a bit of an insight into this because when Sal was in MO, I scrimmed with him quite a lot, and I'm not sure if I'm too happy to admit it, but he is a very good player nowadays.
He's very good.
A bit of a tilt problem, but he's one of those players who plays better when he tilts, and he's a very good player. And especially in the lineup where he has chemistry with the players that he's playing with, which I think he certainly does in EA.
Mm-hmm.
He is a force to be reckoned with, and I think if he keeps playing and competitor Mario Kart Week keeps going, I think he will do very well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was watching his stream last week against whoever they played. I can't even think of it right now. Might have been, I don't know. Anyways, and I noticed he was playing super, super well. I haven't played with him running since like maybe season 10 or so of WL when I was playing with him in Ape, and he was good, but he has really, really improved. He was a super force today.
Yeah, it just kind of came out of nowhere. Like no one really took him very seriously for a few seasons. Then all of a sudden, he started tearing up these middle divs, tearing up scrims. And I think certainly from looking at that war, I mean, you can say what you like about item luck and whatever, but I think EA did very well in that war. They were, certainly in those first 2 GPs, they were holding down top spots.
I mean, they pulled us some fortunate items here and there we've seen, but like, I just feel like they kind of played better in some ways. Like, I mean, we didn't really see KG in top spots at all for the majority of the war. maybe for except a few races. I think we saw a couple of EA blues. There weren't too many blues either from each side.
Neither.
Like,
I don't think that made the difference.
I just felt, I mean, especially with the point difference too. Like, I just feel like EA was the better team on this day. That's just what we got. I mean,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's just how it is sometimes. This game's a little bit unpredictable at times.
Yeah, I think that's why it's never a sure thing when it's two teams like this. And EA was able to take advantage of KG with a bit of a weaker lineup. Not playing their best, maybe a little bit early for some of them. No Havel, obviously they lost Frozen due to the new rule, and they might have had to improvise a bit. They were able to obviously win their first 2 weeks against some weaker teams, but when it's teams like this, I think KG might show some weakness.
I think it's interesting to note that maybe this team really needs Luke in the left to add some of that front running power to the team. I'm not saying, well, when you put out Agger and then maybe even Mike, I don't know how much front running power, you're giving up. You're giving up maybe a little too much, I think, at that point. But
I don't think it hurts to have. I think something that's worth mentioning is players who play a lot of Mogies. I know we talk about this quite a lot in EV. This might sound like I'm making a joke, but I'm not. But I think Mogi play styles is quite specific, and I think when you play a lot of Mogies, you get used to the sort of Mogi play style. So if you're playing against a team which contains a lot of, I don't want to say Mogi players, but players who are maybe more known for playing Mogies, if you have that kind of experience yourself, I think that can really pay dividends. But I think just watching the stream, EA just, as a unit, I think they just played better.
Yeah. They've been playing a lot of scrims lately, and it showed.
From watching the KG stream, KG certainly had their fair share of bad luck. Like watching Jake's stream, the TCs on, Gardens and TF, not TF, sorry, KC, seemed to be kind of endless, and it was like they were really getting tested. But just from race one, I think I don't want to say that the miscommunication with the shock set the tone, but it didn't seem like they came back from that. And I think the better side won in this game.
Yeah.
I might be a bit out there to say, but
no, I think that EA definitely played better, and they definitely deserved it. We saw Sal's point of view. He played unbelievably well, and didn't look like much stopped him today. And I think it was definitely a deserved win. And I kind of called it. I mean, I did kind of call it, and I don't want to say I said it again, but I think I called it.
How much money did you win by?
I should have put money on it. I didn't put money on it. I really should have.
You would have made some big bucks.
Everyone that I talked to before this match, everyone had KG winning by at least 8.
To be fair, I did adjust.
Everyone. Even Yoshter said it.
I did.
I adjusted the spread after I saw lineup.
Yeah. So you adjusted the spread by 20. You still had KG up by quite a bit. I was the one. I stuck with EA, and I want EA to remember that.
Well,
I stuck with EA.
All right.
Do you think this is going to be a favor down the line, Mac?
I don't know what I'm looking for.
Real talk. One last question. Does EA go far in the bracket?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think that.
What about KG? Does KG
replicate what they did today with their strong lineups? I think they're going to be one of the most underrated teams in the bracket. I think they've already have been, but I think they're going to make a run. I think easily.
I think KG are going to be just fine. I think they're going to take this.
Yeah.
They're going to think, okay, maybe we need to not be, I don't want to say complacent. I wasn't seeing any evidence of complacency from their call, but it might just be something to kind of shake them up a bit and
motivation.
Make them realize that upsets can happen and they can happen to them. So I think we'll see KG going strong
they were the first seeded team for their group, but there's no free groups really. I mean, some might be easier than others for some of the top teams, but there's no free groups, and I mean, we showed it today that these kind of matches are going to happen.
All right. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about?
I don't
think so. I think that's it from me. Who was your standout player, Mac?
Sal. Easily Sal. Easily.
So?
Sal.
I think mine is. I mean, like it's harder to really watch everyone else because you're only watching like one person on your screen, and then just kind of like judging where everyone is. But I would say Rookie is like a late sub coming in. I didn't even know that guy still played, honestly. But he came in and played. I think he played pretty well. So
that's a good pick.
Yeah, he did seem to be a strong force at the top of the pack. And looking in the chat, it was Tears who was bagging, wasn't it, for EA? And the shot count. I mean, if you'd have asked me before the war if Ryu or Tears would get more of the shots, I would think Ryu, with his experience, would dominate the shot count. But I don't think I was seeing that. I think it was reasonably level. So
yeah, Tears definitely. Tears might have been the MVP too. I mean, Sal and Tears both played so well.
He deserves a mention.
Yeah,
I mean,
Tears, great job, Tears. I love Tears, by the way. I love Tears.
As we all know, bagging can be very high variance, so we can't say for sure that he, so to speak, outplayed Ryu. But I think to keep the shot count level was, I think that came in clutch for them.
All right, I think that'll do it with a final score of 380. Well, not final because there might be penalties.
Yeah.
But with a current score of 385 to 347, we have EA extend Ash defeating KG, Kinetolic Gaming. So thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mario Kart Boards Twitch cast, hosted by me and Yoshter. Thanks to Shawn for not the point of view, but hosting it. And Clyde, thank you for the great analysis.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome back. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So yeah, I think that'll do it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming in.